You gotta reach. Thank you. I got long arms.
What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome y'all to the Pride Show.
She ain't sorry.
Yeah, she ain't sorry.
It was just still playing. Like I said, I want to welcome y'all to the Pride Show. I'm your host, The Good Guy, and we're going to kick it off with you.
Oh, free spirit.
Tiara.
Miranda.
Red.
Toya.
Alright, well, before we get started, we're just going to go around and let everybody say how their day been or what's been going with them. Real short, real brief.
Oh, you starting with me? Oh. Oh, okay. I'm cool, you know.
Get off me.
You know, I had some issues at work, but you know, I'm coming down off of that right now. So I'm trying to put that behind me. But, you know, other than that, I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Well, I'm doing well. I was thinking about moving to Tennessee, but come to find out it's not really a gay-friendly area that I was looking at. So I have to, go back to the drawing board and try to figure out where I'm gonna go in the next couple of months. But other than that, that's about it going on with me.
You know, same old. Just been working. Chilling. I mean, living life, I guess. I don't know.
You don't
Yeah.
know. You don't know.
I don't know. Started to sweat when people ask that question.
Every time somebody asks me, so what you been up to? Oh, working, you know.
That's all you say, really.
And, just work. Like, oh, work. But yeah, like, just living the good life, loving my wife, and work.
Well, I just met my brother for the first time and his family, so
Yes.
it's been great so far. So we're gonna keep rolling.
Yeah, just working.
That's all we do is work.
Oh, I did have something else. I met my cousin for the first time.
Okay.
She doing the relative race thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I ain't know I had a cousin. Yeah. That's been cool, man.
All right. Well, tonight's topic is self-love.
Right, so there'll be times when you feel like no one cares or that no one loves you. I want you to know that this is when self-love matters the most. You have to give yourself a pep talk and become your biggest fan. Self-love is something you should do every day. Self-love is going to the mall by yourself and treating yourself. And self-love is being able to go to the mines alone and enjoying your own company. Self-love is reminding yourself that to love you when others don't.
So, what is self-love? What does self-love mean to you guys?
Everybody got quiet.
I mean,
But everybody got different meanings for us.
right.
Well, taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, making sure yourself is healthy, that's mental, physical, emotional, financially, just all around, just taking care of yourself. Because I feel like this, if you do not love yourself, it's hard to love someone else.
Damn.
And I had to realize that, like during my marriage, I had to realize I wasn't happy with myself, so I was always mean to her or angry because I was jealous that she had things going on, but I wasn't loving myself, taking care of myself where I should have been. So, yeah.
Anita?
Oh. What's the question?
What is self-love?
What is self-love? I guess for me, self-love is putting yourself first. Taking care of yourself, treating yourself, spending time by yourself. That sort of thing.
True.
For me, it's giving you time to reflect on things that may displease you about yourself. Instead of beating yourself up over it, either learn to, one, embrace it, love it, it's you, it's something you can't change, or do better and change it about yourself. Not that everything about you has to change, but if you don't like it, then it's obviously causing you stress. If it's something that's constantly on your mind, beating yourself up, do something about it.
Self-love for me is just taking time out to do stuff that is important to me. You know, not all the time do me and my wife have to be together and doing stuff together. We can just do our own thing and focus on ourselves in order to come back and be better together.
That's so deep. It's a deep topic. Alright, that's so serious. I mean, just loving me, making sure I'm comfortable with myself, like accepting everything about myself.
True. I feel like self-love is basically what everybody say. You gotta learn to love yourself before you can love somebody else. And just treating yourself, even if it's not doing something so major, just the little things. Buying yourself a pair of socks. If that's what you feel like self-love for you is, then that's cool. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all got it.
It's not always physical. Sometimes you have to
Right.
take care of yourself mental.
Mentally,
that's
true.
that's the most
number
important.
one.
Sometimes
That is-
we forget that. We really have to take care of ourselves. Really.
All right, so that goes into the second question. When do you begin to self-love, to love yourself?
When you get to know yourself, see, sometimes we don't know ourselves. It takes us a while. But once you realize who you are, you have to love it or change it.
Or sometimes you lose yourself.
Ooh, yes.
Sometimes I feel like you have to lose yourself in order to get to that point. You get what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like, it could just be a lot going on in your life. It don't have to be relationships. It could just be everything. You feel like you're drowning and you finally drown, and then you get to a point where like, okay, I need to start all the way over. So it's not so much saying you losing yourself like you done gone crazy, but you done lost yourself, so now you need to go back to the drawing board to start over, because for a point in time you probably thought you did have self-love, and you thought you was doing everything right, but you done came to this brick wall, and then you basically got to start over. That's how I look at it. To become, not say powerful, but strong within yourself, to know that, all right, I went through this one bump or this one hiccup, and let me keep going, because I love myself just as much to know that I can do this with help or without help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Okay.
All right, third question. You want to read the third question?
Third question. Are you taught as a child or adult to love yourself?
Some parents do. I know my parents taught me, but if I didn't feel it, it didn't matter what someone said to me. I had to feel it. And I struggled with that pretty much my whole life, where I did not love myself. I wanted to kill myself. I wanted, I always try to be like the perfect daughter, the perfect wife, perfect co-worker, and I just got caught up. So now I just know that I'm okay. I love myself. All the flaws and all.
That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? You have to.
I don't know if it's necessarily directly taught as a child, but I do know that there are things as a child that you learn, or things that you've heard or seen or done to you that can cause yourself to love or not love yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I know for me, I've been picked on, or certain talents of mine have been discouraged and when I was a child, so therefore now I don't have that confidence in those talents anymore, or I don't have that confidence in what I really wanted to do as a kid anymore, because I was told, nah, I don't think that's what you want to do. So I think it is taught as a child indirectly, and then as an adult, you are trying to directly teach yourself how to love yourself.
I think kids, it's just like, I guess you could say like building their confidence. It's sort of like self-love. When you tell them that they're beautiful and
Right.
shouldn't be in your vocabulary, or just little things to uplift them so they can know that they don't have to depend on nobody else.
I feel like that's more like you expressing your love to them, but that's not necessarily
How they
teaching them
receive it.
to love themselves.
Right.
Like I know my mom loved me growing up, like without a doubt. It took me a long time to love me
Yeah.
as a like grown ass person.
But you don't think
So-
that growing up that she might have installed some of the things you really didn't catch it? You just thought it was her just showing her love and not her throwing little things out there for you to catch?
Yeah, I mean, as an adult, you look at things through a different lens. Of
Right.
like, yeah, my mama telling me I'm the greatest person in the world is like her trying to teach me to feel that way, like build me up. But I don't think that I don't think that that's like her teaching me. I think that that's her like showing me I love you. This is how I love you, type of deal. But I think you learn that over the years. Like you say, your bumps and bruises.
Right.
You fall, you get up, you hurt, you love, you repair. You go through all that stuff, and you start to realize who you are, and you start to say, like y'all say, you gonna change it, or I'm gonna have to learn to love it.
Yeah.
But I guess as a parent, when, just say if your child is, gay or something, you say, well, I love you. You should love yourself. That's showing your child that love yourself who you are.
Right.
Because like if my kid has came to me and said, well, I want to do this, and I might not think, okay, that might be the road you should go. But I'm like, you love it, I'm going to love it. I'm going to support you. Love that, you have to teach that to your children.
Yeah. Anita, what do you feel about it?
I mean, I kind of feel like what Toya was saying. I mean, I feel like my parents, they encouraged me as a child. They gave me that support. They loved me. They came to my basketball games. They came to my softball game. Even if I was on the bench, they was at my basketball game. I mean, but as far as self-love, I think, that's a journey that I'm taking.
Right.
And I don't want to say I have taken, but because I'm still taking it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, it's a continuous journey. I mean, a lot of times, my parents told me this was okay, or you okay, or you pretty, or you do this right, or you do this good. But, until you out there by yourself and you don't get that same encouragement, it's kind of hard to kind of really love yourself.
I feel like that's a test when
Yeah.
when you out there by yourself to be like, all right, can I do it? Even though I don't have nobody in my ear telling me this or telling me that.
But you have to be your number one cheerleader.
Yeah.
Like I'm my number one cheerleader. I don't depend on people to give me that anymore. I have to get up every morning and I have to tell myself I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be this. Girl, you beautiful. Da 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 da. I have to tell myself every day. That's something I have to do.
Yeah. It's hard for me. Self-love, it's still a journey for me. I'm getting it gradually. It's just taking a little longer. But, I mean, everybody has their moments. And as an adult, I feel like you go through things like that to get to that point where you can literally come out your mouth and say, I have self-love. Because I feel like it's easy for anybody to say that they have self-love, but if you're not teaching yourself self-love, you're just saying it just to say it. That makes sense to you?
Somebody asked, why don't we talk to the?
I wasn't interested.
Okay.
Somebody go ahead and read on to the next question.
So what does self-love look like? For me, my self-love is taking care of self. Like primping myself, meaning like doing my nails or taking time to just appreciate something about me. Here lately, I haven't done it lately, but I would like to go back to the gym because that's where I felt energized. And after leaving, I felt like I accomplished something. So that's one of the many, many things I do to self-love.
What about you, Lil?
Cooking. Just getting in the kitchen by myself.
Toya?
Don't laugh. No. I like to pamper myself. To get my feet done. I do. I like to get my feet done. I like to go to the movies by myself. I like to go eat by myself. Like, I just like to hang out with myself. Like,
That's respectful. Anita?
Well, y'all know from the pictures on Facebook, I like gardening, so, you know, that kind of take me to a different place, you know. And I feel like kind of lately, I do kind of spending more time by myself to kind of get to know myself. Because I feel like growing up, I was kind of told how to, you know, what I was supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to do it. This is right. This is wrong. And, you know, now that I'm on my own, you know, I get a chance to just, you know, figure out for myself, you know, what's right for me and what's, you know, what I feel is wrong. And, you know, and it's just a constant journey for me because I've never been on my own before. You know, I've always been told what to do. I'm used to being told what to do, you know, so it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like I guess a spiritual journey for me, you know, just finding myself and at the same time loving what I find.
Yeah. Cheer.
Oh, me, I like to, like you say, get my nails done, buy a new wig, or go do something that I enjoy doing, trying new things. I spend a lot of time by myself. So I just like to try new things and get into see what I like. And that's about it.
I think for me, it's being behind the barber chair. When I put my headphones on and I'm cutting, like, that's my self-love. Like, I enjoy it. But lately, I feel like I'm starting to not love my craft anymore. Does that make sense? So this is just a battle for me right now.
What is it that's making you not love it?
It's just the environment. I know now that because if I'm having this feeling because I'm in the environment, then I need to start doing things to try to get myself out of it before I just not want to do it anymore. So, because I feel like that's just like for you being a chef. It's like you want to be able to do it when you know what I'm saying, move and shake how you want to, not having to take orders from somebody else. You didn't become a chef for that reason. You became a chef to show people your creativity. That's just like I became a barber to show people my creativity, and I feel like I'm being held back. And that's just how I feel about it.
Okay.
You want to read the next question?
Oh, yeah.
Number 5.
Self-love is about you. What do you do in your me time? Did we say that?
Yeah, I guess we just said
Yeah,
that.
we did.
basically.
So what positive sayings do you tell yourself when you're having a bad day? Oh, I be like, girl, you better get it together. It's a beautiful day. God loves you. I talk to myself all day. Positive stuff. I have to feed myself positivity. So what about you?
I feel like for me, I don't really tell myself positive things. It's like when I'm having a bad day, it's just like I'm having a bad day. Because I still hold on to it and I still be trying to process to see like, all right, where did this whole situation went wrong? And I guess I just dwell on it all day. When I know when it happened, let it go and keep it moving. But I'm getting a little better with that sometimes. But sometimes it do resort back to the same old situation.
I've got some things I'm trying to do here lately because every once in a while there's always a customer, there's always something that takes me out of myself or makes me, or I try to let them control my day. When I woke up this morning, I was happy. Why am I gonna let your 24 seconds of fame ruin the rest of what's left of my 24-hour day?
Right.
I also try to not make decisions when I'm angry because you're making a permanent decision for a temporary feeling.
Yeah.
So That's things that I am trying to do here lately, just because. That's one of my self-love things. Like, I want to react better so that people stop bringing that spirit to me. I want to attract what I put out. So I'm trying to put out a more positive energy to attract it more often.
Right.
Well, I tell myself, like, you know, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a quick temper, so it's not always worth me getting out of control. And then something else I always say is, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this money.
The red with the wings on the shoulder. The horns on the other shoulder.
Let's get this money and pay these bills. That's what I say.
Toy.
I don't have bad days.
Okay.
I refuse. I have like bad little moments throughout the day, but I don't have bad days. That same revelation that you came to, I came to that like middle of last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna keep doing this. Like, that's ridiculous to let somebody that I'm involved with for like 90 seconds
Right.
whole 24 hours.
They don't pay no bills for you.
Do
They
anything.
do nothing.
And they're gonna
like,
go
you
on
will
with their,
probably
and they're
never
gonna
see-
go on
and be fine.
and be fine.
They might
I'm
tell
pissed
one
off.
person about
Yeah.
you, and you
And I'm pissed off.
I be trying to get there.
I refuse to have bad days.
I be trying to get there, especially with the clients. I be trying to get there, but it just be it's at the beginning of the cut, so it's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the end of this cut with you, brother. But I'm gonna try my best.
That's how I be at work. I'm telling you.
You
It
feel
takes
my
a lot.
pain.
It takes a lot out of me because I like my own space. Even when I'm working in a kitchen full of people, this is my space. I don't want you in it, messing everything up. And people always come over like, "Oh, this is supposed to be teamwork." Okay, I'm doing my part for the team. So do your part.
Once I finish it, I'm gonna hand it off to the rest of the
Right.
team.
People jump over there, then they make it's just I'm working on it though.
I give myself 15 minutes. When I feel like I'm overflowing, I'll be like, excuse me, and then for 15 minutes, and then I'll come back to a situation. I don't care where I'm at. If I need my 15 minutes, give me my 15 minutes.
What if you don't get your 15 minutes?
Then we have a situation. Yeah. You didn't get my 15 minutes.
What if they only get
We have some people that posted some positive affirmations. Okay. Danielle put positivity equals prosperity.
Okay.
Paisley put make it a great day. That's my favorite saying because no one has control of my day.
Okay.
Do y'all see him? Mm-hmm. Someone, Lee put love, life, smile. Be aware of the good, positive vibes. I love them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't read them because my phone don't let me stay connected.
Someone, Michonne says she prays silently. Yeah, you have to do that sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta pray out loud too, so the person can know I'm praying out loud to give you this break. Come on, Lord, please help me, because I'm about to help you help yourself if you don't stop playing me.
When you're a little aggressive, sometimes you gotta get aggressive with God, because He know though. You know what I'm saying? I need you to move now. Trust me, I know. I'm my mama a preacher, so I know the whole movement. But sometimes, and then your significant other might be like, okay, she in there praying out loud.
So you know it's about to get real.
I ain't gonna argue with her, but I might need to shut up and go ahead and go. But it works.
Constantly asking for Jesus to be a fence, because yesterday at work was Cuss Miranda out day. It must have been a national holiday. Nobody let me know, but literally as soon as it was opening time, it was ring ring, blue blue blue, everything but a child of God, and I was like, oh.
My phone got disconnected. I'm sorry, we got
But
disconnected.
literally, like, I put it into move right then. I put my saying into move right then, and I was like, well, am I disrespecting you? So can you not disrespect me? And if you let me help you, then guess what? We can have this problem solved. But if you cuss me out, I can't do nothing for you but sit here and be your punching bag. Have you ever seen a punching bag move or help you or want to help you? No. So good luck with that one. But I am slowly but surely coming to positive and more.
Right.
Yeah. Because there was several times when somebody was trying to be like, you're not going to be Miranda today. Not today. We're going to take you out of your character completely. And I was like,
People will. Some people wake up with the intentions on making certain people dead.
Right.
For real,
Right.
but
Right.
for real,
They do.
yeah.
They
For real,
do.
I don't know. Whoever you believe in, sometimes you gotta give yourself that prep talk in the morning. Like, look, hey, because especially when you know you're dealing with the flesh. Because I be off the chain. I'm off the chain. So I be like, God, you gotta work, get me together, co-worker, relationship. You know how your mama do you. You really gotta, you know what I'm saying, all that. So. Yeah. Yeah. You want me to go ahead and read it?
Question.
Number 7. What advice can we give our prior loved ones about self-love? Self-love. I mean, it's a big thing. You really can't love nobody else unless you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect nobody to think these things about you if you don't, you know what I'm saying, think about yourself. It starts within. So that's important. I really don't know exactly what to tell you, but what I can say is, because sometimes, people deal with low self-esteem, insecurities, and they got certain things going on in their life that just make them feel like, you know what I'm saying, unworthy of their own love. So whatever you got to do to practice that, pray about it, whatever you got to do, it's important. You got to love yourself, because once you start loving yourself, you win in anything else. You can do with anything, not just relationships, just period. That's my advice. Love yourself, or sometimes we don't know what will make us happy, but start paying attention to signs of things that may make you happy, so you know who you are, what you like, what you want, and you know what I'm saying? Learn to love yourself. And if those who are already doing it, keep doing it. Don't let nobody tell you that.
I say take it one day at a time.
You got to.
You have to take it one day at a time. You can't force nothing. You just got to be willing to, like I would say, pay attention to the signs and have patience. Because that sounds good, don't it? Hey. But you have to take it one day at a time. And you will have hard days, hard times and all that, but you have to know that God will not put you through something you cannot handle. So even though it might seem like it's hard and there's no way to get out of it, trust and believe you can get through.
As people.
Oh yeah.
We,
Definitely.
so that, it's hard. We can really, and it's crazy, that we can really go and love somebody quicker than you love yourself.
Right.
Or you can go and give people things that you feel like you're not even worthy of. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually where we go wrong, because, it seemed right to us because we giving it to the other person that whether it's whoever it could be in your life. But once you start loving, like realizing who you are for yourself, and you got to go through stuff, you know what I'm saying, to understand that. So once you got to stop criticizing yourself. You know what I'm saying? We got to encourage yourself, build ourselves up. Same thing you might tell the next person. Tell yourself that, because we really our biggest enemy, and that's why we got this image of how people portray us or what people may be thinking of us or how they judge us, because we already thinking it ourselves. Right. So now we just feel like that's what everybody else see, and 9 times out of 10, these people probably think so high of you that it would actually blow your mind just to, you know what I'm saying? Like, first, stop being your own enemy if you can. Like, it's hard. We deal with things every day that we feel like, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, pay attention to what make you happy, what show you better, what's a better way to go. And I don't know. What is that? I don't know.
Anybody else? What do you tell your prior loved ones?
Any advice?
What advice would you give your prior loved ones for?
Allow yourself to learn, allow yourself to make mistakes, allow yourself to grow from those mistakes. Don't allow yourself to lose yourself in the bad things that happen, right? Because that's easy to sink into a hole and stay there and grasp for other people to be in that hole with you, because for just a moment they're a ray of sunshine, but the truth is that that's your hole. They can get up and get out, but you're still left there because you giving it to other people, or you're just losing yourself by not loving yourself, in yourself, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
I actually watched a movie one time, and I can't really remember the name, but I'll get back with y'all. But the girl had got so sick that it really looked like a disease had like took over her, but they couldn't figure out what it was. A doctor came in from across the country and was like, she lost in herself. She was lost in herself to the point where it made her sick. Like, she was her own enemy. I have never seen nothing like that in my life, but it was a true story.
And he helped her get back to herself,
He
though.
helped her get back to herself and loving herself and being who she. Cause, bro, she was like, I'm talking about. It was like, you know, you ever seen how cancer eats somebody up, or AIDS? That's how it had took control of her life, and it was just how she had mentally damaged herself and was just like she was lost.
But that's what I'm
It was
saying.
like,
The
say
mental-
like how you go to work
mental,
and you say like how you have a routine of what you do in the morning. It was just like she got up and it was just like everything was just like she didn't know, and things just time just started getting away from her, and she just started like one day she was just walking in the middle of the street, but she thinking she's somewhere else, and it was just then it came to the point where she couldn't walk. It was like she had arthritis. It just became so to the point where once that man came in, because the doctors was about to make her go through a whole nother treatment, but he seen that she was lost within herself, and he taught her how to do everything all over again.
So that's what I'm saying.
And it was really like a true story.
Yeah.
You ever heard of MS? Because MS is something that it'll take you down real quick. It was really like just like that. One day you wake up and think everything good, you think, you know what I'm saying, and the next day she was just like, wait, this ain't even, this crazy.
She said it's called Brain on Fire.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Brain on Fire.
It's a really good movie. Y'all should check it out.
That's
Still
why
on
you have to
Netflix.
do that.
Netflix.
Yeah,
You
I
have
think
to
so.
take care of your mental. You have to.
We get worried about
You have to.
losing ourselves and people, but
Yeah.
we be losing ourselves within ourselves.
Within our own self.
For real.
Yeah,
We be letting day-to-day issues get
get to us.
and then just like being an adult is very hard. A lot of people don't understand, but it is very hard.
But you know what? Kids too, at this day and time.
It's hard for kids too, because a lot
They
of
got
kids
it
are
worse
committing
than
suicide.
I mean, for real, like for all type of things. Like I mean, bullying, just bullying. Period, because that just go a long way. But
And then that's when, like, all right, how it says, when did you learn self-love as a child or as an adult? I feel like, not saying like because a child get bullied that they don't have self-love, but it's sort of kind of, I feel like with that, it sort of kind of stems from at home.
No,
Only reason I say that is because it's like, if you don't get attention, that makes sense.
under some circumstances, let me say, sometimes
You get what I'm saying, though?
it could kind of generate from home. But sometimes people live. Your mama tell you every day, like, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that, you're gonna
Yeah,
be.
that's why I say
about-
certain-
and some people just like I
go
said,
to
you
school,
just. But sometimes I think starting at home, it could sometimes depending on what that person went through. But we start going through stuff at a early age.
But that's
just when
why-
people saying different stuff to you. So you know how many people go outside every day and know, like, when they look in the mirror, they be like, oh, I'm this, and then it be one person that be like, oh, you dress all right, and they whole. Then you got somebody who walk outside and they confidence is high, and it don't matter what nobody say to them. You feel me? So like even somebody who look like they not insecure, it just take one thing to turn they so, which is it depends.
Certain circumstances.
I think self-esteem do start off though as a kid.
I feel
But
like
I
just a
think
little
it's-
bit. Now, you might not realize it, but I feel like a little bit does stem from you being a kid. Like, that's why you have to, like, when you see certain schools doing stuff for kids where all the kids come through and you got people out there high-fiving them, like, you gotta uplift them at a younger age, because if not, your kids will become one of them sheltered people feeling like they gotta be closed in when they don't.
But that's not always true.
Right.
Because
No, that's why I say it's not
I
always.
can speak from experience that I come from a home that was very encouraging. And still to this day, my daddy calls me to tell me how great I am every day. Thanks, Dad. I love you. But it was something it was me looking in the mirror. No matter what anybody said to me, it was how I felt and it's truly what I believed. But
it came from somewhere though.
yeah, but it's still, and mostly it's me. Like, somebody may have put that bug in me, but it's about what I believed
Okay.
My parents can tell me everything in the world, and if I believe in my heart, they're telling me this because they're my parents. That's all I'm ever going to believe. That they have to say this because they're my parents.
See, that's what I'm
Would that
saying.
play a part? of it?
Exactly. But if I choose
She said she got
to,
bullied as a kid, so I'm saying that.
but
maybe
if
that
I
was a
choose
part
to
of it, too.
make them my seed, and choose to believe what they saw, like, you know what, they were right. My parents say I'm beautiful,
you
but
can't-
that kid said I'm fat.
but
And I look in
kids
this
do,
mirror
though.
and I am fat. But then
Who say you fat?
after that, it became.
'Cause who can really
But
say
it still
what that
became
is?
what it still is a matter of what I believe. I look in that mirror and guess what? I still believe that I'm fat. But guess what? I love this shape.
Right. Exactly.
Like, I like the way I dress it. I like the way it looks. I like the way I whatever I do to it. So it becomes a matter of what you believe about yourself.
Right, but as a kid though, you know, kids don't think like adults. So when kids it's different. With
Right.
kids, when they listen more to their peers
Right.
than
Yeah.
they do their parents. So the
That's-
mom and dad could be at home saying, I love you,
Right.
Steph.
That's
But
why.
But
that's
if you
why,
go to school
yeah.
and your kids
But
are
that's
saying they don't
that's
like
true,
you,
but
then that's gonna hurt you.
That's what I said.
Exactly.
Not
But
the
that's
adult.
that's what I'm saying. At different ages of my life, it became what I believed.
Right.
Like, I believed my parents were telling me this because they love me. Then when I got to middle school and I got bullied, I believed that those kids were right. Like, I am fat. I am ugly because I'm fat. And then as I got older, it became, I believe that, yeah, I'm fat, but I think it looks good on me. So it still became, in my mind, of whatever I believed was true and how I viewed that truth about myself.
I think
Yeah.
like, cause I used to get, I didn't get bullied, but I had to fight this girl every day. Every day when I got off the school bus. It wasn't once a day. Every day I had to fight this girl when I got off the school bus. And one day my cousin was watching us and she was like, if you come back in this house one more time and you telling me that you and this girl fought and she beat you up, we gonna have a problem. So you need to go outside right now and you better fight her. And I'm telling you now, if you lose this fight,
You was getting bullied. I hate to say that, but you was getting fight
but
every
it
day.
wasn't like all throughout the school
Yeah.
day.
I mean,
But,
but-
but it wasn't bullied to the point where I'm all throughout the school day. It was just once I got on the school bus at the end of the day, it was
bullying.
just.
That's still
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't all day.
But you gotta look at. But you gotta look at what's.
You got bullying. You got bullying.
That's what
To tell the
I
story.
tried to have
Tell the story. That's what
It's okay to get bullied.
But you gotta look at what's
not
going
okay.
on in the news now. You have kids killing themselves at 8 years old, 10 years old. These kids are bullies out here. It don't matter what these parents saying to their kids. They can be like, "Little Johnny, I love you and your gay self." But when they go to school and they like Johnny's gay, they hearing what the peers say. They not hearing what their parents are saying.
Right.
These kids are babies killing themselves.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Come on now.
And it's not a home situation.
It's not. It's
not, and that's what's
kind of going back.
and then you got, what sucks is you got this thing because people have this a tremendous amount of courage behind screens. Can't nobody see you, so they create anonymous questions so they can anonymously tell you how much they hate you. What's the point? And while they that same day was just in your face smiling,
Cowards.
like, it makes no sense.
Anonymous to
And
me.
then these kids, because they know better, are giving these cowards this power over them, and they just know better, and that just sucks. Like,
I hate social media bullying.
Oh, social media.
like,
the
right,
worst. Oh
like,
my
what,
God.
and
Look,
like,
sometimes we
what
get it
do you
on
do
here,
about
but
that?
sometimes we get it on here. Somebody might make a comment about one of us or whatever.
'Cause
We
they
have to
hate
take it.
They
You know what
hate
I'm
it.
saying? But we have the confidence enough to get on here to do this and put ourselves out there, so it don't matter what people say about us because we're coming from our truth.
But that's
That
what
part.
weird because some people don't feel that way.
I'm just
Granted,
saying.
I am one of them people. So listen, I definitely feel what she said, but it's some people who can't even walk in their own truth. And why? Because of their own enemy. We don't even be people holding us back. That's what you really don't even know. It's really not. Now, sometimes we put
It's
ourselves in
us worried about
situations
what
where
other people think.
Other people
gotta
say.
come up out of it because, you know, in order for him to work, we can't be in certain situations, but it be us holding us back because he be ready to move, but we still be doing what we was, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's real. So It be us. It be us. It be us. I was a bully though when I was in school, and I mean,
believe it.
don't do that. But I mean, I was a bully though, like, cause I was
Most
just.
bullies have been bullied themselves.
But you know what's
And
Yeah,
they
even though
project
you weren't bullied
that
from
anger off.
school, somebody bullied you.
They did. I don't know. Must be my sister.
But most times, if you notice, when kids come to school and they bully other kids, it's because somebody like their father or something like that went across their head or did something. It starts with at home. So a bully don't just be no bully. Something, I'm telling you, something stems from home to make them go to school and pick on somebody else and make somebody else feel littler than they are already feeling.
Or they got mental issues.
It ain't always home.
It's not always
Something may
home.
have happened, but not just maybe.
Some
at home.
people have mental issues. Some kids are just
But it's also a control issue for some kids because they can't control anything in their home or they can't control something in their life. So guess what? They can control you by making you scared of them. So I'm going to use fear. I'm bigger than you, or I'm better than you at this, so I'm going to use fear. Or I know you did this, so I'm going to use blackmail. Like, if I can have some control over something, it makes me feel like I have some type of control, period. Like, and
That's why when I went outside and I whooped that girl, yo, for
What's
the
the say,
last
Toya?
time.
Kids with a book bag full of books, they'll leave y'all alone, I promise.
Do what?
It don't matter how small you are. You take a book bag full of books and swing it and hit somebody. Your bully problem
If you knock that bully out one good, it's sad to say that you have to go that route, but if you knock that bully out one good time, yo, you set the standard
and it's
high.
not even that. It's not really knocking the bully out. Guess what it is? It's about taking my power back. If you sit here and you pick on me all the time and I start laughing with you, where's your jokes at? What's your jokes? Where? Yeah, I know. And I mean, but for real, it's about taking your power back. Because these people just want to have control over something, and that's really it.
You know what's crazy? When I was a bully, I wasn't even a fighter. And I say that because some bullies are scared themselves. Some bullies scared themselves. I was a bully, but I never fought. At one point, let me tell you how it went real quick. So I was a bully, but I was scared though, and I knew I was scared because one time this stud put my name in the bathroom. He said we went together, and I was just nervous. I ain't know what was going on. I was like, damn, and everybody see me all broke down and weak. But then one day this girl kept bothering me and wanted to fight me, and I went in the house and told my sister. Y'all don't really know my sister, but my sister, yeah. So she was like, go out there and fight her. You have to fight me. And I knew that I didn't want to fight her.
My cousin said the same thing.
I knew I didn't want to fight my sister.
When your
I
family
knew
members
it.
say that right there,
I knew
that's
then
when you
that
go
I
outside
had
and
to
you
change
give
my
everything
ways
you
at
got.
a young age. Because I was a bully, but how you going to be a bully and you scared? So now when I went and fought her, though, I did my thing, though, because I was scared. Because I didn't want to fight my sister. I didn't want nothing to happen to me. So ever since then, I was like, nah, I'm with it. But I stopped being a bully, but I started fighting, if it makes sense. So some bullies be scared of
I
themselves.
knew I had to go out there and dog, because like I seen, I knew if I didn't, I knew what my cousin was going to do to me, boy.
Start asking so many questions.
My phone won't pick up service.
I saw somebody say, how can someone learn to take their power back if they never had it? You've always had it.
You've always had your own
You've
power.
always
You
got
just
your
gotta
own
dig
power.
Find it,
It's
baby.
just a matter of, again, self-love. Finding what you love about yourself to use it to your advantage. That is your power. That is your power. If your power is the music, blast that song while you walk by them and just laugh at them like, okay. You've always had that power. You just lose it because you think you're weak. You let them take your power away from you to let you think you're weak.
You're gonna have to identify your weakness, accept your weakness, and fight against your weakness. That's just that. There's your power. You had it a long time ago, but you kind of weak, so figure it out. And it's not easy. So I don't mean this to make it seem that way, but those are the things you gotta do. I don't know who y'all believe in, but whatever you do, signs is real. You can see signs. So.
And people's energies are real too.
Yeah.
You can feel people's energy, and you can, because there's been times where you walk into a situation and you feel like that situation wasn't good for you, or there's been times when you've been headed somewhere, headed to do something and you felt something hold you back, everything in the world is done for a reason. It's a sign. You were late today to work. Well, guess what? You was late because you had to miss that accident that was 5 minutes before you got on the road.
Hey, yo,
You know,
I seen
like,
something like that on Facebook. Where
It's
it was
true. Like I saw
she
it
woke
too.
up late, or he woke up late, and then
And all they did was
spilled
ask God
coffee or
why.
something
Why
like
this?
That, but
Why
then it
this
broke it
happened?
all the way down. It missed the accident, 2 exits
Right.
up. Spilled. It was just so deep, bro.
Right.
It just went beyond
You know
what
what's
you
crazy?
thought. You
And
thought you
somebody
woke
don't
up
even
late
care
just
about
cause.
it.
Huh?
And that's the crazy part. Somebody don't even care about that, like what you went through. So
Right.
again, that's being in control of your own power, because somebody didn't even care about that, but you cared. But at the same time, and it ain't even about being aggressive or being cruel or being rude or being mean to take control over your power or getting your strength back. Like, because sometimes, like she said, laugh with them.
Like my mom told me, she said I have to work on my poker face. She said when someone affects me, I start showing on my face. So now I'm trying to work on that poker face.
Right.
So they won't say, oh, I got her feeling some type of way. Da 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 da. So now I just be like, okay. Okay.
And you've been working on it, because you do have that same blunt face through everything, though. No blowjob.
I'm like, okay.
Even when something funny, it's just like you still have that face. Don't understand.
It's good to have on your poker face. I agree, but sometimes you when you got to stand up for yourself now too. That come with self-love. So they say turn the other cheek, but guess what though? I'm gonna turn the other cheek because I was told to do that. But guess how many cheeks I have? I got 2. Cause once you get down here to these back down here, you done did it. So we here. So stand up for yourself though, but at the same time be humble. And I'm telling you, it ain't easy, y'all. Cause I'm 28 and I probably just I still trying to work on patience over here, but it's cool. But just stand up for yourself. But it ain't like I said, and it's standing up for yourself again. It ain't just being mean and rude.
You don't have to be angry.
Sometimes you got. It's some things you don't even gotta respond to, but sometimes you do gotta respond because you just gotta let people know. Sometimes like you just not gonna run over me. Example, you got somebody over you as a supervisor, and they feel like they're gonna talk to you any kind of way. But if you know you do what you do, you know you do how you do what you do, like you're supposed to do. You gotta stand up for yourself because people will walk over you. Yeah. Period. It's life. Turn your cheeks, but
Let's kick it off like this. We're gonna go around. Everybody give 2 simple things of what they love about themselves. Starting with you.
How about no limit? Just say. What you
Oh, all
want.
right. Well, no limit.
No limit.
Started with you, Toy.
What happened?
Yep.
Name something you love about what you love about yourself.
What you love about yourself?
It'd be easier for me to name something I don't love about myself.
All right, let's start.
Right.
No, but
That
see,
list is
wait,
that
you
list.
can always name what you
negative.
don't like about yourself.
But that list is shorter.
Like,
That's what you mean.
I am dope. Y'all see me?
What's dope about you?
Me. You know, I wake up every morning, bro. I see myself every morning, nigga. I'm dope. Like I'm a dope individual. That might be the issue. What? Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
All right.
All right,
Red, what you love about yourself, Red?
A little bit of everything, but I love my talents. You know what I'm saying? I'm just cool.
she got a little that cool
You know what I'm
smile.
saying?
I ain't even no faggot, but she got a little that.
That's all y'all love about yourself.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I love
So where should I start?
Everywhere. Go ahead.
Nah, but let's get conceited. Okay, I like my spirit. I really didn't know I had the spirit until every time I meet somebody new, they're like, "You have such a sweet spirit." I'm like, oh, okay, great.
I didn't catch it.
Oh, yeah, you might have not. She did that. No. I love my love for music. To sing it, to write it, to listen to it. I love so much. I like
see
my
how she gets
skin
up?
tone. I like my melanin. I love how I look like both my mom and my dad. I love my love of love. Like I literally love is my favorite word and feeling and emotion. I just love it.
I see how Miranda just did it. She gave us a whole description. I just love myself.
Take notes.
But that includes everything.
But tell us what everything is.
But break
right?
it down. Give us just a
Do
little
you love
peek.
how you look? Do you love how you smell? Do you love how you walk? Do you love how you talk?
Right.
All of the above.
Shakira, what you love about yourself?
I love the way my dreads hang a little bit to the right, a little bit.
She said, I'm starting my head and go down to my tongue. Okay.
Say no. I really like self-love for me is very hard, and I'm not even about to lie to y'all. So I really can't even give you. I love my talent. Like I'm just not there yet. Like I'm just not there yet.
That's good shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd rather be honest instead of being lying and tell you a whole bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Huh?
Not even just because you're my friend. We would have never known that.
Yeah, like everybody
Because of how
thinks
you carry
because I
yourself.
do the show or how I carry myself with around other people, but I'm all jacked up inside. And not jacked up to say like I'm crazy or nothing like that, but I'm woman enough to admit that I'm not all the way at my self-love yet. And I don't have no problem with saying it because people like, oh yeah, you be on the show, you be so hyped, but off the show I can sit in a room and be by myself and be okay. And I know that's not healthy, but that's just
Oh, you know what we should have did? We should have went around the table
because people always
and said what we love about it.
We're still gonna do it.
slow down.
But we get it.
Oh, I love that I'm a great mother. I love that I'm creative. I love that I'm a giver. I just love me. I love the things that people used to pick about me. My big lips, I finally start loving them. Me being 5'10", I love that now. I don't know. I just love that I'm a good person. And I love that I'm a caring person. And I want to save the world if I could. But I just love me.
Anita.
Oh, I'm still working on things, but but I love the fact that I care about people. You know what I'm saying? I like
Hold
to
up.
make sure
Time
people
out.
straight.
I want you to give us a sentence without saying, you know what I'm saying.
That's what you said.
I mean, that's
Say
what I'm
that.
saying.
I was finna say that, but say that. That's how you
That's
say
how I
it.
say it.
Go ahead. Love that about
But
yourself.
that's what I love.
Down.
She loved
Okay,
that.
I apologize. You love the fact that you know what I'm saying.
Standing up for myself. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay, her brother had a back. I wasn't trying to be a bully. I was just trying to get you, I apologize. I feel like I
You wasn't even working on the scenario, but pay attention. That was a good one.
But yeah, man, But let's see. I love the fact that I can make the best out of a bad situation. I had some things happen, and I could have went left, but I made the best out of it. I'm still trying to make the best out of the situation right now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but I'm still on this journey of self-love. I ain't made it there yet.
Okay. I love myself, but there's some things too I don't like about myself. But I like that I had the ability to help people. I like that I had the ability to care even when I don't want to. I like that I got the ability to love because a lot of people don't know how to. Even when I don't be knowing what's going on, I still be, you know what I'm saying? And I do definitely like that I know how to forgive because those are important to me. But overall, I love myself. I'm dope. I'm talking about like the dope that had you out dope. Like I'm dope.
Strung out dope.
Yeah, like and so if you can't handle it, don't do it. But I'm dope. I'm dope.
I know that's right.
All right, now you want to do that part?
Go
Okay.
ahead, say
When we start
what's
saying
that?
something about other people.
So I get to go around the table. Yeah. I am back. since y'all may not be okay. So Amber, I like your confidence and I like the way you carry yourself, and I truly and thoroughly, there hasn't been a time where I haven't enjoyed myself around you. Anita, I just love your spirit. Like not the free spirit. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I just think your smile does light up a room. Literally, like it's awesome. T. I like that you are T, CC, everybody. I like that you can hit me with different looks. I like that you are tall. And I just think you're pretty. Like, and you carry your confidence well. Even if you don't know it, I see it.
Thank you.
You have a glow.
Thank you.
Kira. I like that you're always hype and you're ready. Like, it could be a last minute thing and you are ready to go and you are ready to do it. I like your style. Like, cause the stuff you put together, I would never. And I'm not saying that like a bad thing, but I just like dang, I never even thought. Like, I like that. So that's what's up to me. And I like that you do what you want, no matter what people think about it. Or at least that's how I see it. And I do like your talent, so keep up with that. And please don't let your situation take your talent away.
Right.
Like, because I've been there and I've done that, and it ain't no fun. Red, you my wife. I love you flaws about it. Like, I love your smile because people don't get to see it all the time. But and I like that you always, when we are in public, look like top flight security, and you fine as fine. Okay, it's my baby. And
Top flight security.
I like that up here you one tone and down there you are a white lady. I like it. I'm impressed. Okay, I'm impressed. I would tell you some other things, but that's
It's too much.
That's already I didn't say it.
I need to hear that.
So superficial as hell. I love your dreads. I love how long they are. I love how smooth you are. I like your style. I like how laid back you are. Your tone is always not monotone, but melodic. Does that make sense? Like, it's just you always. She never gonna get hyped with you. She's not gonna be loud, but when she speaks, you listen.
You listen, right?
I'm done.
Because she mean what she say.
And she say what she
mean what she say.
So I start from this end. All right, my ace boon. What I like about you is that we're sort of kind of the same with fashion. I love your
I'm a little basic today, y'all, but don't mind me.
I love your personality. I love that you're willing to listen, even when you don't have to. You're there when you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You cool people to hang out with, and you vibe out. Free spirit.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like she said, I love your spirit because your smile do light up a room, and if a situation is going bad and you step in the room, everybody can literally forget what's going on and the spotlight is on you. I love your spirit. Like, you're a very cool and dope individual to be around. A lot of people on here might not get it because you're quiet or it's just, you know what I'm saying? And I love the, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to think I'm trying to change that. Tier, you give, for me, it's like, when we on this show, I love the fact that you give like that mom feel to everybody here. I don't know if y'all get that.
Because no, I get it. Because she's caring and she's nurturing. I get it.
Wait till I get to you. You give like that mom feel, and since we started this show, I love the fact that your confidence has grown since we started this show.
It has.
And I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but I have noticed since we started and to now, your confidence is off the chain.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. I love the fact that you're free spirit too, but not free spirit. Like, you wear what you want, and you're a dope individual, and just as well as Amber, you're willing to listen. You're cool peoples, and I love hanging out with you. Like, I feel like it's okay to tell you. It would be okay to tell you a secret and know that it wouldn't get back to 1,000,001 people.
She gonna tell me though.
You're her wife. Yeah, hello talk. She might not. Red, man, Ace Boom Coon. I consider you, Amber, and Toya like a brother that I've never had. Or whatever. I don't know if a lot of people don't know. Whatever. I love the fact that if I was to call and say, bro, I need you to help go with me to ride out, you're willing to ride out.
Let's go.
You feel what I'm saying?
This is true.
You're a fighter. You believe in situations that some people probably wouldn't believe in.
Right.
And I love that about you. Toya, I love the fact that you chill, but don't let people get that misconstrued. I know that you are the smoothest one in this group. The smoothest. I feel like you could go in a bank and rob them and they wouldn't know. That's how smooth. That's how smooth.
Inside man right here, right?
Right, you're like the inside man. But I love you because I know the fact that I feel like, just like I just said, if I was to call and say, bro, let's ride out, you have no problem riding out. And that's just,
I do want to say this, what I love about the group. I love that we all have different opinions and we have not once got at each other, like outside of here. And we spend time with each other outside of here. We are there for each other outside of here, because y'all have had my back. I'm telling y'all, like, this is real. So I do love us, how we are and how we get each other.
it's on you anyway.
Oh, but
It's
that's
on
what
you.
I just want to say about the group.
Oh,
That's what I wanted to say.
well, it's on you then.
Oh, Amber, I love that you yourself and you come in here and you ready. You just ready. I love that you always have that smile. I love that you are the silent killer, because you got a lot going on. And you about to blow up. I love that.
Damn. I don't know if I should take that.
I just went.
bro. Like, what
Not
did
in
that?
I like how I do. I love how you encourage me. I love you be like, well, T, blase, 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 you always ready. You be like, what's going on? I'm down. I love that. Miranda, I love that you are my sister and that you get me and you have supported me and all that good stuff, you know? So I do love you. Red, I love the fact that when I need something done, when it comes to some food or event, you got my back. I love the fact that you have be like on Facebook, you be like, let's get up, let's shine, you encourage everyone.
Right.
You tell us to invest in ourselves. You have given me fire under me. You don't even realize that, okay? Toya, I love that you on point. And once you speak, everyone listens and you command the room. I love that.
Well,
Free spirit.
Oh, it's on me?
It's on you.
Oh, what?
You know what I'm saying? Make it fast.
Make it fast. Okay, Toya, I like your dress too, but you know, they already said you cool, man, and you the smoothest one on the panel. Red, what I like about you, you cook, your food look good on Facebook, and you always have a positive word. Miranda, man, what I like about you can dress it up, man. You just go all the way out there, boy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm through.
Man. What I love about Shakira, oh God, y'all look at my haircut. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Shakira did that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the best barber in Winston, so you know. But yeah, I like your encouragement too, Shakira. You do give me confidence, you know what I'm saying, with my haircut. You did give me that confidence, you know, to go ahead and color that thing. You know. Oh man, the mom of the group, you know what I'm saying, you know.
I'll take that.
Gonna have some candy, you know, for us at the table, you know.
Take care of y'all. I
Yeah,
do.
you know, always real, you know, with your feelings, you know, you don't hold nothing back. Bino. Man, that's Bino, baby. You know what I can say. You know what I'm saying? That confidence, you know what I mean? She bring all that, the dreads. Oh yeah, Shakira, the dread. Oh, the dreads. Yeah, but yeah, man. But yeah, that confidence. Oh, Keisha, don't leave Keisha out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say this though, man. I gotta say this, man. This idea, this show, man, it's really brought my confidence out. You really, it seemed like everything you put together, boy. I ain't gonna say nothing else because I'm gonna cry.
Free Spirit, I like Free Spirit because she was a little quiet when we first got on, but she definitely done opened up, and I like that she felt comfortable enough to be who she want to be, who she is around us. Tiara, you the mom. We love you. She respects you. Like your confidence, I love your vibe, love your spirit, and I just know that if anything ever happened to something like that, we know we could call on you. Shakira, you my dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting no big earrings on my ear like that yet, but that dude is cool. That dude is cool. We talked to each other, we called each other, you know what I'm saying? We there. We really got like a brotherhood. Miranda, I love her confidence. I like how she's very like vibrant, you know what I'm saying? Like she's definitely one of the people you put in a room full of mad people and somebody gonna break. We all laugh and we all good. And she always show love. Red, it's crazy because I don't know, you definitely in my life for some reason I gravitate to you because I look up to you because I actually want to do the same thing and I appreciate you. Toya. You know what I'm saying? That dude had on Flora at the prom. That's the smoothest dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she had on
And she cool, and I like that, you know what I'm saying? Because all of us is hotheads when we out here alone. Me, Shakira, Red, and Toya, like, you know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. Chill out. So I can, not like that. I'm talking about attitude-wise, you see, you crazy. But as a whole, I love y'all. I like the bond that we have. You know what I'm saying? We family. And no, we haven't fell out, but FYI, if we ever do, I'm going to be mad for a little while. Y'all better get yourself together. Because y'all my people. So we got to get over it.
All right, last two. Go ahead, Toya.
Can I just say I love all of y'all for who y'all are?
Right.
Like everything, like I ain't really know none of y'all. Like I knew T like years ago, but I ain't really know nobody here. And like each one of y'all like just bring something. Like you keep me laughing.
Right.
You keep me laughing, but you say some really thought provoking shit too. I have enjoyed getting to know you so much. I really have. Like I really have enjoyed getting to know you from the first time I met you to now. It's like two completely different people. So I'm enjoying this journey with you. T, you do have the mama vibe, but you kind of keep everything in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Shakira, you funny too. Like kind of like Amber. But me and you have like two completely different perspectives of things, and I enjoy having conversation with you because it made me think another way than the way that I think, and I think that's dope. Like that's dope to me. Miranda, I love your vibe. You got like a hippie ass vibe, and I like I love you got like a hippie ass vibe, and I love it. Like I love it. And Reg, you my boy. You already know.
They got a real lot of romance going on.
It's cute. It's cute. I don't mind.
I see Red, I'm a sister and a brother sometimes, depending on how I feel.
That's true. Like right there, like that look right there with the sister.
Red, it's your turn.
So first, I'm gonna shout Keisha out because Keisha does so much for the community, man.
Facts.
I mean,
Big facts.
she does so much for the community, like y'all just don't even understand. And then she brought the show together, and we might have passed each other. All of us probably have been in a room with each other, whatever, and we would have never crossed paths unless Keisha, I'm saying, if she wouldn't have put this thing together, then we would have never, So we gotta shout Keisha out. Thank you, Keisha.
No. They need to know you, Keisha.
But Amber, that's my dog, man. Like y'all you just don't even know. Like we listen, you already know, bro. Free Spirit, yeah, we're gonna talk off camera. Free Spirit. I mean, you just yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Which sometimes we have to put on a mask sometimes in different situations, but it's like, hey, you gonna be yourself. You know, whether they like it or not. Yeah. It is what it is. Tiara? You are the mama of the group, you know. But I like that you support what everybody does, no matter, you know what I'm saying, not even knowing the outcome, but you support everybody.
I try. I do.
Shakira? So,
This is true.
and she's like following her craft, like she doing her thing. So I tell her all the time, get out there and do your own thing by yourself. But you know, she ain't listening right now. She'll listen at some point. Miranda, my wife, you know, she been dealing with me for 11 years. So you already know.
Good choice of words. Good choice.
She's a strong black woman. That's all I can say about her. And I love
What
her
card
dearly.
we got today? Have to be.
Toya, like I said, if the show hadn't happened, Toya and I probably would have never talked. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
Just cause back in the day I don't even know, we didn't have no problem with each other. It was just people who was around, and we just fell into that. But this show really brought us together. So I'm gonna go back to Amber though. Cause I said I was gonna wait and do it off camera, but Amber is my dog. Like, and we probably should have known each other back in the day because we. And we're gonna rock out together.
It's all about winning.
Let me say what I think about everybody. No, I can do it on the camera.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start with Shakira. When I first thought about the show, right, I knew I needed somebody that had a personality that was out of the world. Like, your personality is great. You are one of those kind of people that can flow with either way. When I give you my feedback, you never take it wrong and be like, oh my gosh, Keisha, you've been so hard. You take it and you just go with it. And I think that is a valuable thing that a lot of people can't do. People can't take criticism when you can. So I think that you are great, and I thank you for being a host. Honestly, all right?
Appreciate that.
I'm going to Tiara next. Tiara, I knew you a little bit before the show, of course. And you are one of the kind of people that I admire your strength. I think a person that can show your vulnerability around the world and not care what other people think is great. And people can't do that out in the public like that. So keep on doing it.
Okay,
It's healing. All right, Anita, you to me have always been like that person that I just admire you as a person. Yes, because you are one of the kind of people who are just you, and you don't care what other people think. You probably care what people think, but you don't act like you do. And I think that's great. Because you first came on the show, you was worried about what people going to say about you being out open. And look at you now. You don't even care no more. You're still on the show. I didn't think you were going to make it past that first week. You're still here. So I admire that you stuck it through and decided to stay on the show and not care what people thought about you. That to me shows strength as well.
It does.
Amber, I was kind of questioning it. I ain't gonna lie, because I know you and you're like a firecracker sometimes. And I was like, she may come on the show and just kind of like go off on people and just move around. But you are actually, to me, a bonus to the show. I think we need you on this show. I think you are great. I think you are going to be just like your mom and go out there and just be a fabulous person. You already are. But you're going to be a person that is under God and just doing amazing things in life. And I admire you for just...
I hear you.
You got a lot going on with you, and I just want you to stay prayed up. You got it, and do you. All right, Toya. Toya was one of the kind of people that me and Toya, I feel like on Facebook, our values have always kind of been opposite a little bit. But I wanted that on the show. I didn't want somebody who was going to agree with everything I say. I need somebody to do them, be different. To me, being different is something to be proud of. And so I think Toya brings that to the show, where she seems like she's cool, she's laid back, and she probably is. But her views, if you listen to her views, they're somewhat different than most people on the show. And that's what we need. We don't need everybody to be the same.
Right.
If I had everybody the same, I wouldn't want everybody on the show. All right, Red. Oh my God, Red. She's a go-getter. Let's put that out first of all. Red, if she says she's gonna make something happen, damn it, she's gonna make it. Oh, I'm sorry. Dang it, she's gonna make something happen.
Everybody is good today. Then it comes down to this, and you get to let your mouth go firecracker.
I'm sorry.
Bring it back down, PG.
It was her.
It was me. I'm sorry, but Red gonna make it happen no matter what. She's gonna do it. You know, I think you're a great person personally. I admire your growth. I remember when you was younger, you was like a firecracker. Oh my gosh, like
That's a key word to Red, honey. Praise
Red
the
was
Lord.
off the chain. Red be fighting in the clubs and everything else. But she has grown to be like a woman who doesn't do that. I don't think anymore.
Okay. We ain't got time for that.
So I admire your growth.
No bell money.
And I think that you're gonna end up having so much in your life. It's gonna be amazing just to see looking back. Like you already have, but I feel like you're gonna have so much more.
Oh, you better speak it.
I do.
Look at the Lord.
Miranda, you are like very peaceful. At first, I remember I first got y'all two on the show. I was like, y'all gotta take turns. You know, it ain't gonna be both of y'all on the show at the same time. But look at y'all both on the same stuff. And I like that because y'all together bring this chemistry up. Miranda, you are so positive. And I know that sometimes I probably get on your nerves when I be like saying stuff. You probably like, shut up, Keisha, and you just go along with it anyway. I ain't cuss. I said, but Miranda, you're a great person. I love your positivity. I love the fact that you bring a new light to the show. And so I feel like everybody is needed, and I'm thankful for all y'all.
And we're thankful for you.
So thankful for you. We want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight, and I hope everybody grasped on some of the things that we talked about tonight. And don't forget, what is it, June 1st?
Yeah.
June 1st, what is the 6th or the 7th?
The ninth.
The ninth
Annual Pride Cookout will be June 1st. What time?
At 5.
5 o'clock until 8. So hope y'all come out.
Free food, free drinks. You ain't gotta pay for anything.
Just come out there and have fun, kids, all that. It's gonna be fun. And if you missed it last year, this is gonna be awesome. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And make this a thing. Every morning, tell yourself something that you love about yourself to keep you motivated in the morning.
And also, don't be afraid to tell someone around you, whether you like them or not, whether they're close to you or not, what you like about them, because they might need that for the day.
And do something different. Like, you know, like I was telling y'all earlier, I met my brother for the first time. Something that I didn't really want to do, but I went on and did it, and now it's like the best thing. So
Yeah,
do
it
something
is.
that you wouldn't normally do.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. See y'all
Next Thursday.
next Thursday at David Buster.
David
Bye, y'all. Woo, woo, woo.